Welcome back to the Quiksilver Pro France, and we're just coming off a exciting heat where we saw a last-ditch effort by Jordy Smith, who's going to move on into round number 3. While we were away, this is what happened with Owen Wright.
Into the barrel and out. Quick 4.83. And you had mentioned that the waves are pumping. I mean, what difference an hour makes. It is a whole different lineup, and that's what we get when we come to France. Each and every year, you never know. All of a sudden, the sun's going to pop, the wind's going to blow offshore, tide's going to drop, and barrels are on offer.
Thanks, Strider. We'll catch up with him a little bit later. We're catching up to live action here with Owen Wright. Finds a nice little barrel. Can he find a way out of the cavern? And
barrel roll?
Looks like he was on his way out. Quick up and out by Sebastian Zietz. Probably shifts to Joan Duru.
The read on those lefts is pretty good. I mean, we saw Jordy able to turn the heat at the very end on this left, so opportunities there. Very beginning of the heat, Owen Wright was able to pick up that 4.83.
Unfortunately for Owen Wright. Here we go. Seabass finds the right barrel ride. Let's see what he's got after that. Nice arcing cut back into the white water to combo it up. So beautiful turn, nice barrel ride, and scores on the way for Seabass.
Best result from last season came right here as runner-up. Was able to get here early and surf at the EDP Billabong Pro, and was one of the standouts up there from the Championship Tour surfers that were competing. And beautiful tube ride. I mean, he is so comfortable in the barrel. Easy peasy for him.
We're waiting for that score, but we're going to take another look at it here, Peter.
How good is Owen Wright's backhand? You know, we've seen him take it to victory at another Quiksilver Pro up in the Goldie, but that vertical approach, just so smooth. I love the way he is able to kind of frame his maneuvers. You know, they always kind of accentuate each and every maneuver because he's able to frame it. It's like all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's a photo, you know, and it's that straight up vertical attack.
Yeah, I think it's the coiling of a 6'3" frame, being able to compress off the bottom, coil up all that energy, and it really makes for some dynamic surfing, especially on his backhand. Beautiful conditions, great waves, but they're changing again right before my eyes, Peter.
Well, it is, you know, the tide's dropping, so you're never really going to get any moments as we watch live action.
Oh, Seabass, another drainer for Sebastian Zietz. 2 times quickly to the lip, and unfortunately just couldn't ride out of that last maneuver.
You could say that was a dive off.
Oh, you're calling that complete?
Yeah, okay. Sure. Landed it, and he dove out. He wanted to get out the back.
We'll see the
real
replay. We'll see what the judges say.
Yeah, I feel like this is still going to be a pretty good number for him because he does complete the barrel. You know, again, finding the tube, disappears from view for a good amount of time. Not the cleanliest of exits. You know, you want to see those things, but lands there and then jumps off.
Wouldn't you want to sell it to the judges just a tad bit more there?
No. It's way more important to be back out the back quickly.
Okay, I like it. Well, that's why you're the analyst. And we're going to turn to Joan Duru, and that one just runs away for our French surfer.
Super deep. You know, this kid has grown up here on these beaches, so the most experienced, probably you'd say, at this venue. This is, you know, again, he's surfed a lot of events this year.
Owen Wright finds a barrel on the backhand. Let's see if he can get a couple of turns in. Gets one spearing maneuver through the roof and kicks out. That was 12 o'clock and a bubble for Owen Wright.
Seabass, who came up with the 4.87. Look at the technique there. You know, in that backhand tube riding, being able to control your speed with the use of your backhand to the back part of your body.
We went to the break. Owen Wright got a barrel and a 12 o'clocker. Here he goes again. Previous wave, he needed a 5.87. He got a 5.73, so not enough for Owen Wright to take the lead again. That attempt not going to be enough either, so Sebastian Zietz in the blue jersey is going to retain the lead for the moment, as well as first priority, Peter.
On to stick to his guns down here on the south end, and it hasn't worked out, but look at this wave coming in right where Owen is. He's on the money, sticking to his plan. Bam! Straight up into the lip. Another one. I mean, it's just wave after wave up there, so let's see if Joan can get involved as well on this left. North End Peak has been the spot.
Well,
you can see him just throating out from the water.
We're watching the replay here. He was able to stall for that barrel and got some tube time. Smaller wave, though, and then watching Owen Wright going to maneuvers.
Strider, and it looks as if Joan Duru found some cover and a little hack just to put an exclamation mark on that. We got caught up at the last half of that wave, but That could have been a heat turner for Joan Duru.
Fortunately, there has not been a lot of waves down here. Earlier, before the heat, wave after wave was coming in down here. Big peaks popping up out the back, big lefts rifling off down on this end, and now there's not much. So, for him to be able to pick up a few, maybe get a roll, maybe they'll start back up again.
And 2 rides were in there as well, so I think it's going to be a mixed plate to get those big numbers.
Ooh, look at this one.
Sebastian Zietz grabbing the rail, hollow left, running. Can Seabass find an exit? No. Going to look here at Owen Wright.
Sticking to that right-hander, going to maneuvers again. This time going for the whip. Again, showcasing that innovation and progression part of the criteria, which the judges have said, yes, we want to see that. This one he didn't pull off. And I think he knew that this section was flattening out close.
Right back to Sebastian Zietz, taking off here. Nice bottom turn, beautiful hook off the top for Seabass. Gets a second one in, and the whitewater catches up with him, so decides not to play that defense game. Continue to surf through here at the 2-minute, 15-second mark.
Not necessarily Sebastian Zietz's style. See what happens, because here's Owen Wright.
Owen Wright looking for a 4.98, and that's not going to do it for the lanky, goofy footer as he kicks out at the 1-minute and 30-second mark. This aerial footage here of Joan scratching for this wave. He's going to choose to go right. He's got a lethal backhand off the bottom, stabs it through the top there. Another tight pocket turn, a little bit of release on turn number 2. The check turn through. Flat sections, but he's going to stay busy, keeping with this wave to finish it off. 6.87 is the number. What do you think, Peter?
Well, the crowd likes it, and I don't see that going too high, but great surfing from Joan Duru. I mean, that vertical attack, you mentioned how lethal his backhand is. It is exactly that. Getting some release out of the 2 turns that he was able to get there. It is a high degree of difficulty, but I just don't see enough there to be able to turn the heat. It is good surfing, as we watch also Owen Wright finding a little corner at the end. Again, about comparisons. We've already seen barrels that are coming around that mid-range 5.
And be on standby for those scores to finalize the decision.
Yeah, pretty safe. They would say that Sebastian Zietz will hold on to that slim lead and advance on into round 3.